In this video, I'm going to be talking about what do crypto startups look for when working with a crypto fund and why the smaller funds are actually more preferred when it comes to new crypto projects. I'll also be talking about why does being a small crypto fund actually has a bigger advantage than all these other billion-dollar crypto funds. And if you don't know who I am the founder of Crypto Fund Launch. And in this channel, we teach people how to start their own crypto fund in less than 90 days. So if you're interested, we have a webinar, free link below, top of the description. If it's available, then it's available. But if it's not, that means that we are full. So I first want to start off with saying and explaining what is a crypto fund, right? All it is it's an entity where investors pool their money together so that they could enter in these early stage projects. And usually, if you are going to invest with a fund, especially a crypto fund, you will usually get access to these early crypto projects at a very low price. It's almost like a discount, but there is some risk involved because you don't know where that project is going to go a year or 2 or 3 years from now. But then again, it is crypto. However, crypto funds are very good at utilizing their resources to find these great crypto projects. And if you did invest in a crypto fund, let's say 5-6 years ago, you most likely would have gotten projects like Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche, Matic, and the early people that invested in their seed rounds and private rounds, usually only available to crypto funds, those people made a lot of money. So that's why there's a lot of advantages when investing with crypto funds, and also starting one, because you do acquire a lot of connections along the way, and you have these networks of investors always ready to pull in money as long as you find great projects, which we teach in this channel. But that's essentially what a crypto fund is. You as an entity pull together money from investors and you invest them in projects because you're basically providing everybody a service. You're providing crypto projects capital, and you're providing investors with great projects because they're always looking for projects. So that's what a crypto fund is. Now let's talk about billion-dollar crypto funds. Like these are the big crypto funds that you always hear about, A16Z, and all these other funds that probably pop up a lot in most of these top projects right now in crypto space. But over the past year or two, they've gotten a lot of bad reputation because people think they're just going to dump all their tokens, all their shares at once. And that's why everyone was very scared when the FTX event happened, because they thought that a lot of VCs owned a majority of the stake in Solana, which, yes, that's true. However, people were more scared of the fact that every time a token unlocked, every time a vesting period happened, that meant that a certain portion of tokens were unlocked to the early investors. People were scared that those VCs or those crypto funds would dump. And over the years, crypto funds or funds in general have gotten that reputation. However, people do get excited when a project is backed by a VC. But when there is too many of them investing at early stage price, that's ultimately when investors get scared. So what's the alternative to that? The alternative is that nowadays, a lot of these projects, a lot of these founders, they look for venture capital funds, crypto funds that are more on the smaller side of things, right? They tend to not go after the big funds, which is actually an advantage for the smaller guys out there, for the newer crypto funds out there. What we call this is a community-owned crypto fund, because a community-owned crypto fund is essentially you as a crypto fund owner, you have sort of this group or community, whether it's on Telegram or Discord or social media, and essentially you are using your followers as a form of the fund, because you're essentially pulling money from them and sending it over to the project, and you would be in charge of the funds. And so why projects prefer this over large VCs is because community crypto funds are more distributed, meaning that not only one single entity owns it, because usually with large funds, there's usually like 1 to 5 to 10 people that own a majority of the shares or a majority of the tokens, and that doesn't look good to future investors or public investors. However, for the community crypto owned funds, a lot of the allocation is more distributed in smaller chunks to, let's say, hundreds and thousands of people, which is great because that means that the weight of the holders are not just concentrated on one wallet. And so if that one person wants to sell, then it really won't damage the price because a lot of people own that token. And so simply put, with a community venture capital fund, it's up to multiple investors if they do want to sell or hold, but it's not highly concentrated. And the reason why a lot of these founders, a lot of these projects like community-owned VCs, community-owned crypto funds, is that the community actually likes a project and they will end up buying more at launch if the project becomes promising in the future. And so this is why smaller crypto funds are actually more favored than these billion-dollar funds. And it's really simple because small crypto funds have more distribution, which means the price is less manipulated compared to a big fund where one entity, one wallet holds literally, let's say 50%, 60%, 70% of the tokens. And you ask yourself, if you were a public investor, if you invested in a token that the majority of the tokens were held in a few wallets, wouldn't that scare you a little bit? And that's exactly what a lot of other investors are thinking. That's what exactly a lot of other early stage projects are thinking. And so if you do want to start your own crypto fund, don't worry. You don't have to compete with these billion-dollar funds because you actually have an advantage and you're actually more favored as a smaller crypto fund. And if you actually want to learn more on how to start a crypto fund, hit the subscribe button and click that first link on the top of the description. There's a free webinar there if it's available. If you do enjoy this video, comment below your thoughts, questions, and we'll answer them in future videos. Thanks for watching. Ken here. I'll see you later.